Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the 6th Alliance War video of Season 40. Today is a pretty big war for us. We are going up against NewN, who are currently in 2nd place. Going into this war we have 0 losses and they have 1 loss. So if we can win this war, that will give us a really big advantage. I believe there's a couple of alliances that have only lost once of the NewN, however, those are not like the traditional podium alliances. So they are obviously having good seasons, but at the same time they're not like major threats. Whereas NewN, we know that if we lose this war, there is a very solid chance that they do not lose again this season. So yeah, pretty much need to win this one and try and knock them out of the race for first. So pretty much talked over that first fight completely. It was just a pretty generic Nova fight. I did get hit by a special one, which just gave me an extra charge, so overall helped, I would say. This Killmonger fight, start off with an intercept to get a charge, then I go for the knockdown with the heavy. And pretty much just like any Herc versus Killmonger fight where you don't have the Cap Infinity War synergy, I just want to be activating reverb when he doesn't have much power. And there's really not a whole lot else to it. So I'm going to go for my special 2 intercept here. I'm at max charges, so this is going to deal some pretty good damage. You get no crits. I decide not to go in with that stun because of Killmonger. Because of the node, the protection coming back and shrugging the stun. And then we just finish him off with a special 1 there. So yeah, not too bad of a fight. This next fight, what is this fight? So, as you're going to see, I make a huge error in this matchup. And, yeah, it nearly cost me. So, start of the fight's going fine. He's got the Charger Heavy prompt, which is pretty good for me because I can easily avoid that. So, at this point, he's already 60% down. Go for another combo. Heavy for the knockdown, which is good. Late on punishing his Heavy. Full special 2 to the face. Takes me down to 25%, and yeah, that was really stressful after that fight. I ended up taking a break for like 20-30 minutes, let boosts expire, healed up, because this is a rank 5 Herc with, at that point I believe I had a 30% boost on as well as some pretty big health boosts. And I've got 11 fights this war, so I didn't want to write him out. But yeah, next up is this Spider-Man Supreme on node 23. So I do have an invulnerability boost active here, so if I take a special 3 it is not really going to matter. The only thing that is really going to kill me in this fight is his special 2. Throwing the special 1 into the air, not a good thing to do obviously. Now I'm rooted from the node. Luckily he didn't punish that miss special. Now I'm trying to bait out the special 2, I don't really know why. He's got a special 3, it wouldn't really matter if he used it. Then he triggers his miss. I don't notice my tree sense is gone. And yeah, overall that was just a really poor fight, but I didn't get punished for it. So now this is the next morning, and overnight I apparently remembered how to play. So I've got 7 fights which I'm just doing in this one run here. And these fights are all just gonna show why Herc is so overpowered. So this is an Ebony Maw on node 26. It's got Hazard Shift, Shock Bleed, as well as Conflictor and Crumbling Armor here. And none of it really matters if he's going to die in 15 seconds. So, yeah. That is literally that entire fight. I do also have Odin's on that for the shock, and I've got the Galam pre-fight, which was placed on Spider-Man Supreme. That is mainly just going to help with the damage for suicides. So next up is this Weapon X. I believe I do make a bit of a mistake in this fight, but it's nothing too significant. So trigger my Infuriate here, go for an intercept. He does the walk up light thing, which is a bit annoying. Deals a bit of damage to us, but nothing too bad. Get my special 2 intercept off here. I've got a Cosmic Boost active, which is more for the Gore fight later on. But it'll help here. Special 2 in special 1. And another combo is going to take him down. So not a perfect fight, but it's just an easy matchup in general, and no real issues there. So next up I've got a Hulkling on Rich Get Richer and some sort of power efficiency thing. It's a rank 5 Hulkling, but I've got her max ramp, Odin's heavy boosts. This fight is just going to go down really quickly. I believe I took this exact fight last war, and it essentially looks exactly the same as this one does, so yeah, this just really is a nothing fight. Bait out this special 1 here, and now I just want to get off this special 2 intercept, and this special 2 is going to finish him off. So yeah, a very easy fight there. Now this next fight is probably the one I was most worried about this war. We actually had a death to the same matchup earlier in the season. That player used an invulnerability boost, so I'm going for a different strategy and using a power start 1. And my plan here is essentially get my special 2 off before he can use a special. I was hoping to trigger Dex at the start, but I don't. Once I believe it's a 10-second window before he gets his next buff, and now I can no longer win Rich Get Richer in this fight. So I just go for it, throw this special 2, and it kills. So yeah, that's Herc for you. And now I'm moving on to Mini-Boss Island. I've got all 3 of the left side mini-bosses, so there is an Arcus, an Apocalypse, and a Nick Fury. As you can see, they're actually down 0-1 on the score, so really don't want to be dying to these fights, and also I do want to be pretty quick in terms of timing. So Arcus and Apocalypse I've got a White Magneto pre-fight active on, and for this fight I've got an invulnerability, but to be honest, I'm not really worried about any of these mini-boss matchups. Worst case scenario in this Arcus fight, he throws a special 3, I take some cold snap damage and it wastes a bit of time. But he's been pretty liberal with his specials. Here I just go for a special 1 just for some extra damage. He throws his special 2 out of nowhere, which is nice, and he's down in 30 seconds. Really simple fight there. Next up is going to be Apocalypse on node 51. So this placement has been causing problems for some alliances. However, you're going to see it's not remotely a problem for a max ramp Herc. This fight is going to go down in around 30 seconds, I believe. I was actually meant to take off the poison suicides for this matchup, just because Apocalypse places debuffs on you with his specials, even if you don't get hit, if you're suffering from damage over time. But I forget to do that here, and to be honest, you really don't need to, and it's probably slightly faster with them off. I've got a power start 1 because I just wanted to make sure that these fights get over really quickly. See, he's already over halfway down, not even 15 seconds into the fight. Here he throws a special 1. He applies this weakness debuff to me because I've got damage over time on me. Now I'm just trying to get him to go back and block because he's got 5 flourish buffs, which he does there. And now I just go for a combo in special 2. Didn't even need the special 2 and he goes down. I believe this fight took 31 seconds, which Apocalypse has a really high health pool as a mini-boss, and 30 seconds is just stupid. Then for my final fight of this war, I've got this Nick Fury on node 54. Don't really understand this placement at all, because you want Nick Fury to be using special 2s. His special 2 is not difficult to evade or anything. So yeah, don't really get it, but at the same time, I'll take it. So I'm not remotely worried about this matchup. Want to use the flourish to push him to special 2s more often, and just let Herc be Herc. Here I mess up, he gets an unblockable special 1, but it's not really going to matter. Now I just want to get him into his second life, which we do here. Trigger the Infuriate, so he is actually going to attack where he normally wouldn't immediately after going into second life. There I use the Infuriate to get an intercept with my special 2, and that finishes him off. And that is a Nick Fury mini-boss down in 44 seconds. So yeah, pretty good war from me, aside from that Mojo fight. As for the results, NewN did end up dying, and we managed to finish the map cleanly. So the war ended 1-1, we got a time win, and now we are in a really good position to get first place. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in War 7.